So now we continue describing, like this year, it was Moishe Shabbos, the same kvis as this year, Simchas Torah night. Yesterday we described Shemini Atzeres and Malchus Elamim and Chevron, the whole story. So here, Simchas Torah night. So the Bacher who wrote this diary, from whom we are reading, writes, and as I told you, I was present at this, Baruch Hashem. So as is known, that there's a tradition over the years that for Hakofes, the Israeli consulate comes to Hakofes, and they can drive. It's like Yom Tov for them. That's the first time Bibi met the Rebbe, and the Rebbe talked to him for a long time. Also security people, diplomats, politicians. And the Rebbe himself would buy psukim, atareisa, for the people of the consulate. And they used to get a hakofer. On this occasion, Mr. Chaim Herzog came. He became later president of Israel. At that time, he was the Israeli ambassador to the UN. And together with him, all of the other persona, and they all were at the Farbrengen that the Rebbe held before Hakofes. And then they stood on the bima during Hakofes, and that's where they stood, there in the corner of the bima. So we noticed that during Hakofes, the Rebbe is speaking to them a little bit. And later we heard that the Rebbe said to him that since he, Mr. Chaim Herzog, is a Levi, so he has to utilize this moment and express his open opinion, which was being discussed in the UN, debated in the UN, and he should say that all of Eretz Yisrael belongs to Am Yisrael, and that Chevron especially is connected to his family, to all the Leviim, because it's one of the Levitical cities, and therefore there's no discussion at all about Chevron. The Rebbe also told him then, this all came out later, he said, the first Rashi, the Rashi explains and points out the first source of our ownership of Eretz Yisrael. And in fact, in a UN meeting, Chaim Herzog, his son was at the Hakofes, and later described it was recently published. It was recently published at the Hakofes in the Farbrengen. His son's he's observant. So at any rate, later Chaim Herzog at the UN session said that he's from the tribe of Levi. Chevron belongs to the Leviim. And so it belongs to the Jewish people in general, and therefore all Israel belongs to the Jewish people, and specifically Chevron. And he said it very powerfully, and was publicized in all of the media, and it created waves around the world. Friends, have a wonderful day.